Like many sectors of the economy, professional sports have been suspended during this pandemic. So what does this mean for the public? Mike Bako is a sports editor of DailyNational.com. He joins us now from New York City. So, Mike, who's feeling worse about this pandemic, players or the fans?
Oh, I think everyone. I think owners as well, if you want to look at the bottom line. But yeah, I mean, it really starts with the players really wanting to get out there and play, fans wanting to watch and cheer, owners wanting to have fans come to their arenas and stadiums, broadcasters wanting to put things out. Here in the States, they're replaying old golf tournaments and old basketball and baseball games on TV. You know, that is satiating an appetite for sports to a small degree, but that's not going to last very long. Fans and players and owners want everyone to get back out there and play, and they're going to great lengths to come up with every and any sort of plan to get them back onto the field.
So, Mike, why do you think President Donald Trump is adamant about sports resuming and American football, for example, starting on time this fall? Is it about the money and his team owner friends, or is it about getting back to normal life?
I think it's about both, but I also think it's about normalcy. After 9/11 here in New York, one of the great things that returned some degree of normalcy to the people of New York was baseball coming back. The Yankees making it to the World Series, Mike Piazza and the Mets with a dramatic home run, really rallying the city. So anytime that you're able to turn on the TV, maybe not in this case go to the game, but turn on the TV, talk to your friends, watch some level of normalcy that you've been doing for weeks and months out of your life. That's what people want. That's what Donald Trump was saying, especially when he talked about the NFL returning in September. Right now, obviously, Major League Baseball is in a delay. The NBA and the NHL were going into their playoff rounds. That's on a delay. But if you're not speaking hopefully about the NFL coming back in September, then what you're really saying is we don't have a handle on when this will end. If people are pointing towards the fall and saying, hey, by fall, school is going to be back in session, colleges are going to be back in session so we could have NCAA football, we're going to have professional football in September, those are things that make people think that normalcy is just around the corner.
Mike, time for one quick question. You know, some big global events have been canceled or postponed, the Masters golf tournament, Wimbledon, and of course the Olympics this summer. Now, some of the athletes are in the best shape of their lives. They've been training, they've been spending the last few months up until now playing. So are the athletes concerned about staying in shape and on top of their game when the sport resumes?
I certainly think that all of the Olympic athletes, let's say, will stay in shape. That's something that they've been doing their entire lives. Now, the question is, will they be at the peak of their powers? So many of these athletes, especially when it comes to this very finite amount of time that you have to be a world-class sprinter, a world-class gymnast or swimmer. These are all things that you have a very small window of time. So if you're waiting another year, not only are you another year older, you have another year of competition in terms of Olympic qualifying and other things like that. So I think they're going to still stay in condition. It's just a matter of how long will this layoff be? Is next year actually a viable option? They've already been talk about how even though they're pushing it to July 2021, who knows what's going to happen. So these Olympic athletes are in more limbo than really any of the athletes, at least when it comes to professional sports. They're still getting a paycheck. They still have guaranteed contracts. They know that 3-4 years down the line, there's going to be something for them. With a lot of Olympic athletes, this is it.
10 seconds left, Mike. Any positive to this?
I think just spending more time with your family, realizing that sports is a distraction and not the most important thing in the world. Your health, family, and a global unitedness around this. Sports will come back eventually.
We're on this together. Mike Bako in New York.